Hey there, welcome back. Millions of people are getting a surprise this tax season, smaller refunds or no refund at all. Under the new tax law, 80% of Americans are expected to pay less taxes overall, but nearly 3 out of 4 people in a new CBS News poll say the new law has pushed their bill higher or left it unchanged. Only about a quarter say they believe their taxes had actually declined. We visited a family we first met in 2017 that expected money back and instead had to pay up.
We were getting to the point where, I wasn't dreading doing my taxes anymore because
Jason and Amber Edwards were counting on lower taxes and maybe even a refund in 2018.
I was a bit optimistic.
The college educators from Rhode Island had planned to put the extra money toward their newly adopted baby son.
Hi, buddy.
But when they filed their returns, they got a surprise. No refund, and the IRS said they owed thousands in additional taxes.
It became a huge shock because we had just started to get all the necessities for a baby. And then to turn around and suddenly have to write a $3,000 check, this was not the year for us to be doing that.
They're a good example of reality.
Jeffrey Levine is a certified public accountant in New York. Back in 2017, we asked him to review the Edwards tax returns and project their tax bill under the new law. Levine estimated a savings of about $650. And the segment was so popular with GOP lawmakers, even the president retweeted it. So, what happened?
They owe a lot more than they probably thought they would have given that increase in income because they experienced withholding changes like most of the American public.
Tax withholding is the money your employer pulls automatically from your paycheck and sends to the IRS. Under the new tax law, the withholding changed, giving people more money in each paycheck, but resulting in potentially larger bills at the end of the year.
Come on, buddy.
Like what happened to the Edwards.
I know a lot of people in this position where they thought, they were going to get money back and, their paychecks were a little bit more, but then they also wind up owing too. Well, then why did we even do it?
For people who got a surprise tax bill this year, Levine says there's only one way to avoid it.
You need to put more money in throughout the year, whether that's changing your withholdings to have more taken out of each paycheck or perhaps paying estimated tax payments. That's up to you, but it's pay me now or pay me later, but you're going to pay one way or another.
To pay one way or the other. We reached out to the other 2 families in our 2017 tax story, but didn't hear back. Nationally, by the way, refunds are down some $6 billion compared to last year, and 1.6 million fewer people are getting them. There is a major political communication problem when you give 80% of American tax break, real, and 80% of people don't feel it.
Because it doesn't show up when they expect it at refund time.
No one even knows what withholding is, and people aren't meeting with their accountant all throughout the year and getting tax advice. They go at the end, they expect a refund. If it's not there,
they think something's wrong.
Yeah.
And I've never had the president, Tony, just so you know, an elite company, I've never had the president retweet one of my stories.
Well, if you have, it was
just laying that out there. Just laying that out there.
About you, Major. But hey, Tony, the fact that the other 2 families didn't get back to you, don't you think if it was good news they would have gotten back to you, or do you just think it's just one of those things?
I think it's just one of those things. I don't think they're rolling in a pile of new tax money right now. I think they probably also got a shock because everybody experiences change in the withholding tables.
Right. And look, the administration wanted to make sure the tax cut reached taxpayers as rapidly as possible. How do you do that? You push that through the IRS system and the withholding early, then it shows up at tax time.
Something tells me the president's going to retweet one of your stories sooner rather than later.
Maybe this one.